Hello to everyone in TV land. This is Focus on Liberia online television, and you are listening to the Focus on Liberia Daily News with Gwendolyn Dorado. I bring you the headlines. Terminated EPS agents seek lawmakers' intervention. Government warns donated drugs sellers. Supreme Court decides on Tanu case Wednesday. UNDP hands over laptops to 14 local cooperatives, and American missionary Lucas Regis to be sued in Ahoa, USA. Those were the headlines. I'll now bring you the news in details. Dismissed agents of the Executive Protection Service are seeking the intervention of the 55th National Legislature into the action taken by their administration to terminate the services on grounds of being unprofessional and unqualified without providing them any due process. It can be recalled the new director of the EPS, Sam Gay, threatened to weed out unqualified and incompetent agents from the service when he appeared for confirmation before the Senate Committee on National Security, Defense, Intelligence, and Veteran Affairs. In keeping with his promise, nearly 200 agents were reportedly dismissed. In a communication address to the House Speaker, Fanati Kofa, and read to legislative reporters by the spokesman Nathaniel O. Bear Jr. at the Capitol building in Monrovia on Monday, April 22nd, the dismissed agents termed as illegal termination of their services. The dismissed agents claimed they have been serving the EPS diligently and professionally since 2018 up to present, when the current leadership of the EPS terminated the services, indicating that they have determined that they do not meet the minimum requirement of the EPS. They pointed out that those provisions, which they did not name, were not followed by the current administration of the EPS to dismiss them. The aggrieved dismissed EPS agents maintained that they were served termination letters without being subjected to any form of initial screening prior to the services being terminated, which they see to be premeditated by the current director, Sam Gay. In addition, the dismissed agents claimed that some of them were brutalized, arrested, and humiliated on Thursday, April 18, by the police on Capitol Bypass in Monrovia shortly after appearing on a radio talk show alleging that their rights continued to be violated by the LNP. Through the communication, the discontent dismissed agents of the EPS gave the Liberia National Police 72 hours to release their colleagues while they remain law-abiding and look forward to the intervention of lawmakers. They, however, vowed to take additional actions if the plights are not met. The government of Liberia says it is concerned over a report that about 90% of pharmacies sell stolen medicines that are being donated to Liberia, causing the lack of drugs in many government-run health facilities. This follows after the United States Agency for International Development, USAID Country Director Jim Wright's disclosure. Wright said this means the medicine is only available to patients that have enough to buy. Reacting to the report during a press conference over the weekend, Liberia's Information Minister Jerry Lemek Matthew Pia said the matter is serious and warned those that are involved will face the full weight of the law for intentionally selling medicines donated to the public hospital by their international partners. He expressed hope that the government will launch an investigation into the matter, and if evidence shows the practices exist, the government will not hesitate to punish the perpetrators involved. Liberia's Supreme Court will render its decision about tenure positions in government on Wednesday, April 24th, and give opinions in other cases. The court has for several weeks been hearing multiple petitions filed by some officials who have accused the new administration of removing them from their tenured positions. The officials petitioned the Supreme Court of Liberia of a rate of prohibition to stop the Bwakai's government from removing them from their respective offices in consideration that they serve for tenures. Reports said Chief Justice CIA G. Yuo has said judgment in the cases will have significant implications and are eagerly anticipated by the parties involved and the public. The government contended that those removed from office violated the tenures when they openly and actively campaigned for the former ruling Coalition for Democratic Change, which the affected officials denied the allegations. The Supreme Court's rulings will be closely watched as they are expected to set precedent and clarify legal positions on the much debated tenured matters. To contribute to the reduction of the use of paper, the United Nations Development Programme, through the Accelerated Community Development Program, handed over 14 laptops to 14 local cooperatives to save them from using paper-based record keeping, upgrading to the use of technology. The handover is the part of the ongoing agriculture intervention to enhance the capacity of the agricultural cooperatives established under the Accelerated Community Development Program. The ACDP was launched by the government of Liberia in October 2022 with the mandate to reduce poverty and inequalities by creating employment opportunities for persons helping to build or repair infrastructure. The government-led initiative augments ongoing efforts to spur agriculture growth in the country by providing farmers and farm cooperatives with training, improved seeds, and agriculture tools and equipment to improve agriculture production and productivity. Stanley Quay, a human rights defender based in Canada, has disclosed that plans are underway to sue Lucas Regis, the American missionary who the Liberian court rendered not guilty in a case where he was accused of attempting to murder his Liberian fiancée, Jessica Lloyd. The verdict came after a legal battle between the prosecution, represented by the government of Liberia, and the defense, representing the accused. Regis' acquittal from the charge of criminal attempt to commit murder was met with curses from his accuser in a dramatic scene outside the Temple of Justice following Judge Nelson Chine's final ruling. Speaking with Front Page Africa via mobile phone, Quay, the human rights, said they condemned the verdict issued by Judge Nelson Chine and referred to the verdict as the greatest injustice in Liberia's history. He said he has spoken with numerous human rights organizations and they have expressed willingness to assist Madam Lloyd to secure a visa and legal team for her in the United States. He frowned on the failure of the Liberian legislature to reach a consensus on what should be done, with Justice Chine adding that it confirmed the fact that the Liberian parliament is occupied by a group of wild animals that have no humanity and leadership in their hearts but are only focused on money. That does it for the Focus on Liberia Daily News. I bring you a recap of the headlines. Terminated EPS agents seek lawmakers' intervention. Government warns donated drug sellers. Supreme Court decides on Turner case Wednesday. UNDP hands over laptops to 14 local cooperatives, and American missionary Lucas Regis to be sued in Iowa, USA. On behalf of the management and staff of Focus on Liberia, many thanks to our listeners and viewers. We urge that you keep following us and share our videos. My name is Gwendolyn Dorado. I presented.